ahead,
If I
Doc.
could, if I could speak, I think it should be a no-brainer. We should focus on global unity.
Global unity. Okay, well, we can start the show with that. Can you tell me why you feel that way, Dark Knight? And then I get into the question.
Yeah, I mean, any black person that tells other black people that they should not have their own land, their own culture, their own political system, their own economic system, their own everything is a dangerous person, and you should get away from them.
Okay, wait a minute. So you saying you agreeing? Then you saying Black Americans should focus on America or global unity? Which one?
I said global unity.
Oh, okay, okay. So can you repeat what you were saying? Because it sounded kind of like, so you were saying black people should have a separate political, separate land, right?
No, what I was saying is that, I mean, even Marcus Garvey said this. He said any black person that tries to convince you that black people don't need their own, that they don't need their own land, that they don't need their own economic system, their own culture, is very dangerous, and you should get away from them. You know, black people in living in America is like a unstoppable force versus a immovable object. Like we cannot like exist in a culture where we are not the supreme authority. Like one has to give. Like you know, white people being the supreme authority and us here, it can't work. Like we have to be in a situation where we are the supreme authority as a people from top to bottom.
Okay, is that including all melanated people around the world, or are you talking specifically Black Americans?
I'm talking about all around the world. Like because
So
the
wait, let me
situation.
ask you one more question. So you saying Black Americans and melanated people all over the world should get their own land and live together?
Okay, well let me try this. So we see in the world that there is a European Union, right? And if you know anything about European history, it was they were there was a lot of oppression with them. Like the British oppressed the Irish. There's a lot of oppression with them, but they still form a European Union where they come sit down and deal with each other politically. That's because they know that they have to do that in order to be able to protect themselves and have some type of power on planet Earth. So, like, black people can't exist on planet Earth without some type of African unity worldwide amongst each other. We won't be able to survive.
Okay, does anybody have any rebuttals to Dark Knight?
I do. I'll push
Okay,
back.
all right,
I
I
didn't
set the
hear
timer.
the first part. Thank you. I didn't hear the first part, but I came in when you was talking about uh, us as melanated people need to come in and get together, and the Europeans have the EU. Uh, Here's the thing: the Europeans, they have one interest, right? One common interest, which is global YT supremacy. At the end of the day. And so they understand that they are a global minority. And in order for them to ensure their domination over the world, then they have to work together, right? They have the same interest in the same goal. But melanated people all around the world do not share the same goal. A lot of people don't even see racism as an issue. They don't even think it exists. They think it's just a Black American thing. A lot of people uh, they they believe that they are colonizers, but other people, they are the oppressors and they are the colonizers. So the very first thing you're gonna run into is you're gonna run into a bunch of dark skinned YT people, if that makes any sense. Okay, you're gonna run into a bunch of melanated people. Their skin is dark, but their minds are pale. and they end up doing the same exact thing that the YT people do, but it becomes a different kind of fight because these people are melanated and they quote unquote look like you, right? So I want to know how you feel about that. Are you willing to fight enslavers and oppressors that have melanin in their skin, and these are the same groups of people that you're supposed to be unifying with?
That's a easy one. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to like what Malcolm talked about with the house Negro and the field Negro, right? You know, the house Negro lived in the house with master. He ate good, you know, and the slave master used him to control the field Negroes. So, once again, like the situation with black people all around the world is pretty much the same. The black people in America, the black people in Jamaica, in Haiti, in Africa, in Brazil, where we all over the world, the situation is we are oppressed.
Can I just butt in right here? I have one of my supporters. They have a burning desire. They are. What's your lineage? Are you Black American?
Who, me?
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, I was born in America.
I know, but are you a Black American descendant of chattel slavery in the United States of America?
I mean, I don't do that FBA stuff. Like
It ain't
that's
You're
that.
that's
not from the
Are you?
United.
Are you? I just want to know. Are you a Black American? They want to know where you coming from with your idealistic. So, are you an immigrant? Do you have
yeah. I
immigrants?
was I was I was born in America.
I
Yeah.
know, but do you have immigrants in your background? They want to know.
No.
Okay, well then carry on.
So yeah, once again, all like for black people to try to convince other black people that black people don't need to be sovereign in the world that we live in, that we don't need um a piece of territory that we control, that we don't need like our own culture, we don't need any of that, that we can exist uh, in America where we have no political power, we have no army, we have no navy, we have no air force, no marines. The way that we make our money is by selling our labor for a very cheap price is ridiculous. Like that argument is ridiculous. Give me a break. Okay? We need a nation of our own where we are the authority from the top to the bottom. We need a nation where our culture is propagated, our way of life is propagated. Like, so any other argument that's not talking about that is just ridiculous and a waste of time. I'll say one more thing. Another reason why America is able to do a lot of the things that she does in the world is because of black people. Because
Okay.
the world looks at black people with a sort of amazement because they know the history too. They know that we were, kidnapped and brought over here and subjugated and a lot of stuff. And they sit back and wonder, are we ever going to, what I'm saying, fight back at all?
Okay, hold on. Somebody, you have another rebuttal. So what they'll do, I'll give them 2 minutes, and then I'll give you 1 minute for the last say. Then we'll get to your question. Okay, Dark Knight.
All right.
Okay, Kari, I'll start your clock.
Okay, thank you, Miss Westworld. Okay, small rebuttal. I don't believe he's from here, one, because this is our nation. We built this from the ground up, literally for the last 500 years. There is no other place we can go. People in Africa are not even united. So us going over there, that's a waste of time. It's a global system of white tea supremacy. We've been here. We built this place from the ground up. We've been fighting ever since. We are the reason immigrants can even come here, let alone the reason why people even have civil rights. You know what I'm saying? So for us to have to go somewhere else, no, we're not doing that. Everyone else needs to get on code. It's not our job to police everybody. We did that. We did it for the last 80 years. People still can get act right in the system. So that's not our job anymore. Our job is to focus on foundational Black Americans. Point blank, period. That's all it is. I'll end my plane.
Okay, Dark Knight, you have 1 minute for the final words on his rebuttal.
Can you hear me? So that's a very easy one. So like if I build something, right? What I build is for me. I don't build things for other people to come enjoy and live really, really good off of. So it's a real crazy argument to sit up there and say we built it. So if we built it, why are white people living it up and enjoying life to the fullest and throwing salami and ham around and
Oh, they're not. Let me
vacationing?
get to that.
Yeah, he interrupted me. Why? Like, if black people make this silly, ridiculous claim that they built something that other people are living it up off of, it's a ridiculous argument. Come on, man, just be serious. Like, what we build goes to the enjoyment of other people. So therefore,
20
it's still
seconds,
something.
Dark Knight. I'm giving you 20 extra seconds. When you come off your mic and interrupt people, we got to give them extra time and we can't get to the hands. This might be an emotional night for some people, but I'm asking for everybody to have some decorum, okay? All right, 20 more seconds, Dark Knight.
Right. It's a very ridiculous argument. Nobody builds something for a whole nother group of people to enjoy and live good off of. So for you to even say that is just ridiculous. And first of all, another point is that, like I said, the situation is with us is the same around the world. Black people's labor was used to build the wealth for the enjoyment of other people. So now it's time for us to take a step back and build a reality
Land your plane, Dark Knight.
that our children can enjoy, that we can enjoy. And that's going to require us working together with our brothers and sisters across the diaspora. What is so wrong with that?
Can I get a chance to rebut him?
Okay, because you just came up here when we after it all started, you wasn't here. So let me tell y'all, tonight we're gonna have two rebuttals. Okay, two rebuttals per guest. Not 4 and 3, because I got a feeling this gonna be a large queue tonight. But TJ, go ahead. I give you your 2 minutes.
Hey, love. I just wanted to say first, I want us
Hey,
to start off.
TJ.
How you doing? I just wanted to start off by saying the first thing is we have to know what the ethnicity of the person is who's speaking, because it gives us a lot of context on what filter they're looking at things. And the reason I'm saying that, I'm going to explain why I'm saying that. We as Black Americans, meaning the Black Americans that have been in America, native, from chattel slavery, through Reconstruction, through Jim Crow, all the way through civil rights, we have done the work that a lot of other melanated people have not. And what that does is that gives us a sense of racial self-esteem that other melanated people don't have. So when we say we are okay with just looking after ourselves, that's because we have earned that right. What I see a lot of times is other immigrants, specifically melanated ones, wanting to latch on to the work that Black Americans have done. And when he says, "Oh, you haven't done anything," it's for the enjoyment of just the YT. What we have done is develop the United States of America. So the difference is that Black Americans sit in a developed country. When other melanated immigrants come to the United States of America, they automatically increase their quality of life because they step foot on a developed country's land versus where they're coming from, which is third world or undeveloped. Another thing that I have to make clear, we have an inheritance. Our inheritance was gained from the struggle of our lineage. That inheritance has to do with not having a conquered mind. When we join with people that have conquered minds, they could easily sell us out. That is what we are seeing. We have no trust because once the YT flashes a couple of dollars in front of you, because your racial self-esteem is low, you will easily sell us out. That's why we're not interested in joining people that we cannot trust. That's why it's important we know who you are, Black Americans, you must know, even in life, when you're standing in front of somebody and you're having a conversation with people that are melanated, ask them what their background is, because that's going to tell you a lot before you even start to speak with them. That's it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can I rebut that?
You got the final say 1 minute, then we're gonna get to your question and get to the hand.
That's another easy one. Like it's very peculiar for Black people to make these claims that they're the only group in the diaspora that has done something or accomplished something. Like that's ridiculous. Like reggae has touched the globe. Like one of the biggest stars in the world was Bob Marley, and I think a lot of Black Americans enjoy Bob Marley to death. What you gonna tell Bob Marley? Like, no, you can't be a part of this. Give me a break. Like all African people, what has sustained all African people in the diaspora is the fact of our common heritage, and that is us being African. That is what has sustained us in our
20
Holocaust.
seconds, Dark Knight, then we're gonna get to your question.
That is what has sustained us through our Holocaust. So all melanated people all over the world are brilliant and dynamite and dynamic. So I reject this claim that Black Americans are the unique ones that have accomplished something, and that's ridiculous. And just to wrap it up, America is not the only developed nation in the world. And nobody from a developed nation is trying to make a beeline to America. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous too.
Okay.
I want to say more about
Dark Knight, do Black Americans have a responsibility to support Africa and the diaspora, or should they focus only on America?
we should focus on global unity. Like there's no way for us to build and come out of the situation that we're in if we don't have cooperation with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. I'm not talking about having cooperation with people that are trying to sell us out. That's not what I'm talking about. But when you make a blanket condemnation of all diasporan people in the world, that's a little silly and ridiculous. Like, because it's not true, because we have so many examples of diasporan people coming to America and fighting and dying on our behalf. Like we would, like, come on, man. Like we need to focus on global unity. You know what I'm saying? There's no, like, the world is connected. The way that the world works is that nations work with each other and build with each other and help each other grow and progress. That's how the world works. So for you to take this isolationist attitude, like, we just gonna be in America, we gonna focus in America. Well, we don't have any political power in America. We don't have an organized tax structure in America. We don't have an Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines. They can come in tomorrow and do to us what they're doing to the Palestinians right now. Like, we are 2 election cycles from the plantation. Are you like, oh my goodness, man, I'm done.